Aquarians. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? This is Yola from Kitchen Witchin. I'm here with your Yule-ish, oh yes, your Yuletide reading. So Yule is all about the return of the light. So we're going to be looking at what areas in our lives might need a bit of light shed upon them. And as ever, I always draw a goddess card first, and the goddess I've drawn for the collective Aquarius is Bridget. And she's all about standing up for yourself, standing in your power, not backing down, standing up for what you believe is right, not following the crowd, which as Aquarians, we're very good at doing. But it's nice to know that she's looking down upon us and giving us her blessing. So the first card that I drew for this Yule-ish reading is what needs to be brought to completion or purged before the end of the year. And really lovely, it's the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is all about our wishes and our wish fulfillments. And this would say to me to spend a little bit of time in reflection, looking back over the year, looking back at what you've wished for yourself or your loved ones or your friends or the world or whatever it, and looking at where those wishes have actually come to, had to actually come true for you. And also maybe looking at what those wishes, and if they didn't come through for you, reassessing of why you asked for them. If they haven't come through, is that really what you want, or is it something else? This is the thing with wishes. Sometimes we think that we really want something and then we get it and we realise that we don't. This is me all over. I'm not sure about you Aquarians, but it's me all over that one. So I then drew a tarot card, which is about the hope that will carry you through as we return to the light. And I drew, again, I have to say, it's a really beautiful reading. The most beautiful I've done so far for all the signs, which is always nice as an Aquarius myself to see that. And the card I drew is the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is all about that balance of giving and receiving. So it's about really being aware of where you're giving too much and where maybe you're taking too much. It is a real card of sharing, and actually Yule is a time about sharing and giving and receiving. That's the whole gift thing, isn't it? There's a generosity to this card. And I think that actually, if you're feeling a bit low or anything like that, then actually maybe giving to others will actually help lift you out of that feeling. Certainly does with me. So yeah, and the advice with this card I always say is like giving back to a cause. So giving to those who are less fortunate than ourselves, and that could be a charity, that could be doing some volunteering, it could just be helping out the old man who lives down the road. But this is actually how you will create a hope that will carry you through the darker times. And then the third card I drew, the third tarot card I drew for you, is the main influence or energy that to work with in the coming new year. And powerful energy came through here. We have the Emperor. Boom, with that masculine. Now, somebody who works quite a lot with the feminine energies, I often actually struggle kind of balancing my masculine and my feminine. But I know that it is important to have both in equality. And actually, if we look at that Six of Pentacles, it is about the equality. It is about that kind of giving and taking of both the masculine and the feminine. But the Emperor in itself is a masculine card. And if we look at this as being our influence for the new year, this energy, there's a kind of a call to get organized, to get logical, to kind of be the ruler of your own world and create structure for yourself. Now, as Aquarians, often we struggle with that. We're very airy-fairy. We're up here. We're all ideas. So it's about trying to get those ideas and making them more structural, more logical, looking at the solutions, coming away from the feminine flow, which is where you're just sort of enjoying the journey, and actually making a plan. So these are going to be the main influences that we're working for. So really good for anybody who's starting a new business or is in business and wants to kind of, make their business better, because it's really saying that the influence and the energies that we have for this new year is going to allow us to focus on these projects. And then I looked at what sleeps in you in these dark times, what will be awakened when Yule comes along. And interesting, very similarly to the Emperor, we got the King of Wands, and actually very similar cards, both very fiery cards. The Emperor is the card of Aries and the King of Wands is the card of Leos. I have to say I'm very partial to a Leo man, so I was quite like, ooh, hello. So the King of Wands in the sleeping position. So what's about to kind of stir awake? Well, he is, or they are. It's not gender specific, but I will call him because he is the king. It is that natural born leader. Again, it's using the masculine and not the feminine. So we're looking at structure. We're looking at solution and focus. He is the entrepreneur. He is that kind of real high self-confidence, knowing your worth, taking charge of your future, and really reclaiming your power. And this is what's been sleeping in the Aquarius collective. So what it feels like is that we're about to move into quite a powerful new year. Now we're a couple of years into the age of Aquarius. That doesn't surprise me. So we are powering up. That is what is stirring within us. And what is to be reborn within us was the Magician. Again, a very masculine card, talks about the divine masculine. It's very unusual for me to do an Aquarius reading where I'm also being Aquarius, to have such masculine energy. And I think the universe is very much going, you need to balance this stuff out, young lady. Or maybe old lady. So the Magician is about resourcefulness. Again, it's about reclaiming your power. So it's really important to step into your power this year, and believing in yourself, believing in your ability to do this, believing in your inspired action, using your intuition, and actually believing that you can achieve all that you set your mind to. But you do need to have a plan. We've got the Emperor and we've got the King of Wands saying that. And the Magician is more about the manifesting of that. But the belief is very, very important. So it does feel like there is quite a businessy feel to this. I say that, and you'll see why that will change in a moment. It could be that actually you need to take charge in your relationship or your family or your actual workplace. There's a feeling of you need to reclaim your power and take charge of your life in this. Because the blessing from spirit and from your guides, your ancestors, or however you connect to your spirituality, is the Lovers. How beautiful is that? It made me a little bit teary, actually. So the Lovers can simply mean that your blessings is that you will find love, there'll be more love within your existing relationship. But it is also about the balance of the masculine and the feminine within us, and like opposite counterparts, working with that. And it really just feels like, the universe has gone, Aquarius, what I'm giving you, love. It's all about the love. You got it in you. Power up, reclaim your power, get a plan, sort it out. You've got this. That's kind of the energy I've got from this. And interestingly, I actually drew a crystal card. So a crystal that you can kind of work with, which when you're feeling maybe like you need a little bit of more spiritual oomph. And that is iron pyrite, also known as fool's gold. And this is about putting the spark back into your life and being confident to fulfill your desires. Again, having confidence in your belief, confidence in your ideas, confidence in your intuition. You know, confidence, confidence, confidence. And then a yoga card. Now, I wouldn't recommend anyone do yoga who has any back problems. You can get lots of yoga videos on YouTube that you can have a look at. This is quite simple yoga posture. So this is the shoulder release posture. I'm going to try and get it right up there so you can see it. Right up there. So I allow myself to let go. So this relieves the tension in the neck and shoulders, improves the circulation in the arms and hands. And apparently it can also help relieve chronic cold hands as well. So it's quite good for the circulation. So what I would say is, in order for you to power up, your body might become more tense. You might be finding your shoulders are up here because you are powering up and you're getting really focused. So just make sure you take a bit of time to self-care. Do whatever it is that you do, if it's yoga, if it's Tai Chi, if it's walking, if it's the gym or whatever you do. Yeah, just ensure you have that, because we definitely have that feeling of give and take in this reading. So, my lovely fellow Aquarians, I do love you, you know. You are rather special. Thank you for watching. I have popped all my details down below. So if you want a private reading, you can book a reading. I've also popped the details of my Etsy shop, where you can buy a range of my handmade natural cosmetics and remedies. I'm also doing some gift sets for Christmas. So if you want any of those, you better get in quick. I think I will also pop in what sets of decks of cards that I've used today. Mostly it is the Everyday Witch Tarot, which is a really nice set. But other than that, I bloody love you. Make sure you like and share and subscribe and do all those things that people on YouTube tell you to do. And help me to grow my business. This is all new for me. Although I've read cards for over 20 years, it's a new way of working with people. So any help you can give and any sharing you can give, that would be grand. All right, my lovelies. Happy Yule. I love you. Bye.